Hi there folks, it's me again and yet another enthralling video. I thought I'd do another one on this because it generated quite a fair amount of interest and comments, which I wasn't really expecting for the four-reel clubber because they're usually quite dry to play. And when I originally put this together with the protection against its winning all the time, it was paying at around 5%. Taking all the protection off, which is what it's got now, it seems to be paying at around just under 700% if you leave it for long periods. So I thought that's reasonable for a decent bit of play. So I've loaded up what I think is about 74 credits, which I'll give to the auto player. So here we go. 74 credits, that's right. That should mean that we get about £50 back. So it'll be interesting to see whether that happens in the long run. Of course, if you'd put £7.40 in, the equivalent of 74 credits, you wouldn't really expect to get £50 back. But we'll see how we get on. There's nothing wrong with a bit of ambition, is there? And hopefully this video won't consist of the occasional cherry and a whole load of numbers that are less than 7. Remember, of course, that's 3 and 6 nudges rather than 2 and 4. Okay, so the auto player collected 9 nudges there, so that would tend to imply that there was no better win for 12. Because otherwise it would at least have had a go. And of course remember that where it does end up on that roulette wheel is entirely random. £1.60 off stopper win, and the middle 2 reels being the same. That's it's very tight, isn't it? And note it won't let us gamble on times 12 there. Well, that's 2 wins on the trot. The auto player clearly doesn't push its luck. It lost a gamble from 2 nudges, which is very rare, as I think I mentioned in the past video. You know, winning 2 gambles on the trot is quite a feat, really. This is one of those situations where the cherry is quite annoying, because you probably prefer to hold a 2 and 3, or at least to have the chance to do so. Again, the auto player made no attempt to gamble, so there can't have been a better win for 9 nudges. I'm pretty sure there would have been for 12, but it would have to win 2 gambles. Now we've seen how unlikely winning 2 gambles is. We're not making much of an impression on the 50 quid that I was rather hoping to see at the end of this video, are we? Let's hope things can get better. Not much better. And no hold, of course. You can probably see from this why I'm not a massive fan of club machines. And remember, this one is not even trying to cheat you. I wonder how bad it would be if it genuinely was trying to cheat you. You can see how fruit machines make their money, can't you? In fact, you might ask yourself why I bothered writing this one, and I think that probably does deserve an answer. I'll just wait for it to lose this gamble. It's definitely getting desperate, isn't it? Yeah, this was the first club machine that I ever played, and I really liked the gameplay, even though you didn't get up onto the top board that often. But it was very good fun, even when you lost. And I remember at the time, admittedly it's over 30 years ago now, always thinking, how on earth did they do that, and how did they program that, and so on. So there's no better way to find out than actually to write it yourself. So that's my excuse for this particular machine. The autoplay is not fond of holding 2s, but it might make an exception for 3 of them. It's fairly generous with the holes though, isn't it? And it gives a lot of cherries, however much they may be annoying. And to be fair, we've had a couple of features as well. We just keep losing the gambles like that. And that. Although to be fair, we've had a couple of bits and pieces. We've had a few sets of nudges. We had a couple of lucky dips, and we've had, what have we had? Stop a win, spin a win. So it's not been too bad. It's just that we always lose the gambles. It's lucky it decided to collect when it had 2 wins earlier, isn't it? I'd like to say to Paul P, who asked about the emulator files for these programs, I am definitely looking into that. I've got some information. It will take me a bit of time to figure out how to do it, but once it's done, I'll definitely make those available. And then anyone who's got a Spectrum emulator program would be able to download these, and they can lose on it as well. Brilliant. I'll let you know when I've done that, Paul. I've got a feeling we're not going to make 50 quid on this video. I wonder if I should put some code in to stop either the numbers adding to 7 when there's a cherry there, or a cherry coming in when there's 7 or more on the reels. I can't ever recall that happening on the real thing, but it was over 30 years ago. We're only missing Super Series, that's the one thing that we haven't seen yet. We might see it now. The Auto Player collects 6 Super Series because it doesn't want to run the risk of getting lucky dip and say win 40 pence. You'll notice something about these Super Series. There are no cherries. There are always at least 3 of a kind. And with the occasional 4. You don't want cherries on Super Series, do you? Well, not bad at all. It's not over yet. There you go. You don't want that when you could have 6 Super Series instead, do you? This is slightly different to the original. The original would not allow you to gamble. So it really was win 40 pence. Well, £17.80, how much is that? 241%. So it wasn't a catastrophe in the end. A long way short of the 700 that it would be if it ran and ran and ran. But hopefully that's shown you a few of the extra bits and pieces that it can do. I would like to thank Chris of Chris217 for his help and encouragement over the past couple of years. Without him, this would not have happened at all. And I'd also like to thank Rob Tovey because, of course, this is a simulation of his machine. Without his machine, I wouldn't have known what the real order was in order to put it into the program. And there are certain bits about how the machine played that I'd forgotten. Yes, thanks very much to Rob and Chris. Always indebted to you both. And thank you very much indeed for watching and for all the interest you've shown in the videos that I've uploaded. Thanks again. Bye.